Well, it is no secret, it is nothing new. Argentina won the World Cup 4 days ago. Wow. Man, I gotta admit, man, I say this was arguably one of the best, if not the best, World Cup matches that I've ever personally witnessed. Being alive, I really feel bad for those who are deceased and weren't able to watch that match because, oh my god, what an absolute phenomenal game that was. First of all, before I start to become salty, as you would say, congratulations to Argentina. Even though I completely disagree with them winning it, I'm also going to be explaining why I don't agree with Argentina winning it and why they shouldn't even have been in the final in the first place. This was also Angel Di Maria's and Messi's last World Cup, which, I mean, there's no other better way to really finish a World Cup chapter than winning it. And amazing, right? I'm really salty because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, God damn it, man, it should have really been the Netherlands or like one of the other countries, but Argentina won it against France. Now look, I'm gonna be very honest. I watched the full game. I was actually watching it last Sunday, this Sunday actually, at Brendan's house with his parents and his parents, which was very cool. It was one of the most intense game. You know, Argentina 2-0 up in the first 45 minutes. We were both thinking like, what the actual fuck is going on with France now? Like they're not playing well. But then I thought, hey, wait a minute. I know why they're not playing well. They're missing N'Golo Conte. They're missing Pogba. And as much as people didn't like Pogba at United, he is very crucial and very vital to France. So then they decided, hey what? Anton Griezmann midfield, which I gotta say, Griezmann, I've always had love for him. Obviously, since he went to Barcelona, he went downhill, but he's back at Atletico. Although I do believe and feel like he should leave the club because Atletico does not treat their players right, unfortunately. For me personally, player of the tournament, well, it doesn't matter because Bruno Fernandes got chosen, and I know a lot of people also feel like, why did he get chosen? Dude was exceptional, right? With all jokes aside, exceptional. Griezmann was great, Giroud was great, but can we talk about Kylian Mbappe? Oh my God, that kid has a future. I really do believe and hope that next year he'll go to Real Madrid. I mean, I find it kind of disappointing that he's playing at PSG because he's got so much potential. He hasn't even reached his full potential yet. If you missed the game, the World Cup final, I really feel bad for you, my guy, because it was one of the best finals I'd ever seen. It was really intense. Like, when Argentina got that first penalty, I was like, man, this is bullshit. This isn't no goddamn penalty. And a lot of people say, yeah, this was not a penalty. I mean, I find it so crazy. This was like Messi's fourth, fifth penalty, I think, in a row in the World Cup. And I thought, man, this is really odd. I'm not saying that, Argentina were paid to win, but it looked really odd when you look at the statistic, and it's like most goals come from penalties that weren't actual penalties to begin with. But hey, I don't make the decisions, I don't make the rules. I think Kylian Mbappe played really well. I think France played really shit. The only good player was really Kylian Mbappe and Antoine Griezmann. The rest was really disappointing against Argentina, and I think it had to do with the fact that some players in the squad weren't as experienced as Pogba, as Conte, etc. Right? And also nerves. I mean, you gotta imagine some of those kids are 18, 19 years old playing in World Cup finals. That is pretty heavy, and that's very impressive at their age. But at the end of the day, Argentina won, and what better way to finish your chapter as a football player if you're Messi and Di Maria? And how immense as well that the fact that like some Argentina players like 2021, Lissandro Martinez won our United boy. I'm very glad for him. He deserves it. I love him a lot, but it's also like shit, man. Then I look at our boy Rafael Varane, and it's like, oh, that's gonna be so goddamn awkward when they're back at training and playing with each other. Like the one has won the World Cup and the one lost the World Cup against. That's gonna be very awkward, but maybe honestly not. But I feel like France should be very proud of their achievement regardless because they won the World Cup 4 years ago. I think that was against Croatia. They won 4-2 or 4-1. I mean, we're gonna give a credits to Croatia as well. Such a great team. I mean, you wouldn't expect it from such a small country, but Croatia, each time I've noticed, they come so far. And they do it with players that we would often assume, oh, they're not that great. But it ain't about all this and this and that. It's about the connection that you have within a team. You can have all these great individual star players, but if they don't know how to perform with each other and know how to do this, then you have absolutely nothing with them. No disrespect, but look at Brazil. They fucked up heavy against Croatia, which, let's be honest as well, it was penalties. I don't like penalties. The penalties made me sweat my ass off. Argentina, France. I was very disappointed because I had said to Brendan, watch him, this France player, miss his penalty. And Martinez wins. And I gotta say, Emiliano Martinez, I know a lot of people don't like it. Our boy Ronaldo. What is there even to say about Ronaldo? I found people being very disrespectful towards him this year, especially since his interview dropped, which kind of rightfully so as well. I mean, it's very unsportsman of him, very disrespectful to do that, something behind a club if you're still signed to it at that point. But yeah, the debate with Ronaldo and Messi, look, I support Ronaldo, right? I've always said I would choose Ronaldo over Messi, but I'm going to have to give my credits to Messi. He has been outstanding in the World Cup, and he's been great for PSG the past couple of months. I mean, I can't lie, the statistics don't lie. Ronaldo has had a very difficult year, and it shows, obviously, statistics, stuff that going outside on the news, him being highlighted in negative stuff. But I also kind of feel like people must still understand that Ronaldo has gone through quite some stuff this year, club, lost a child as well. In this case, Messi didn't lose a child, which I know some of you may be like, oh, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. That can really fuck you up mentally, man. And I think, and I do believe genuinely, that's one of the biggest things why he eventually wasn't playing good at United. I don't even think it was necessarily just what was going inside and outside the club. I genuinely believe him losing his child had such a major impact on him mentally that he just could never recover from it. And unfortunately, this was also Ronaldo's last World Cup. It is very sad to see, but it's also at the end of the day, like, Portugal have got so many talent. They got Rafael Leao, they got that Ramos dude, they got, who's that other striker? I forgot his name, but I like him as well. João Felix, yes. They got so many good players. Now, I'm not saying they'll be the ones who replace Ronaldo. You can simply never replace Ronaldo and Messi. There won't ever be Ronaldo or Messi. I think there will be eventually in the future, and I think the future players that may overshadow Messi, Ronaldo, could only be Mbappe and the really young talented players, like 16, 17-year-olds. But they gotta be good, because, like I said, man, trying to beat Messi's record, trying to beat Ronaldo's record, it is something insane. Ronaldo's known for the individual actions, but Messi is an all-round team player as well. And I've got to give my credit to Argentina. They fought to the very end. Although, like I said, I don't agree with them being in the final. They shouldn't have stood there, simply because the game against us, the Netherlands, was an absolute joke of a referee, and they had so much advantage due to the fact that the referee was South American himself, which I think it was Spanish or Argentina, which, I mean, that should say a lot as well, Yes, I am salty. Yes, I am. I'm very disappointed, but I'm proud of my Dutch boys. Let's be honest, we don't have a good team. We have a shit team. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Our best team was 2010, 2014. After that, it went downhill, like every single year. But that's my opinion, The Netherlands once had a very, very good team. It's not that our players are bad. It's just they don't know how to perform with each other. They simply don't know what to do. But Kylian Mbappe, what a player. I mean, could you just imagine scoring a hat-trick in the World Cup final? That is insane. And I know some people also said, oh man, France shouldn't have gone 2 penalties. Yes, they should. Because those were 2 very clear penalties. Argentina, on the other hand, like I said, should not have gotten the penalty. Was given way too easy, and they didn't even bother using the VAR to replay if it was a foul or not, which is a joke in its own. Then I'm thinking like, hey, what's the point of having the VAR if you're not going to actually use it? But besides that, I'm out. It's sad, man. Di Maria's last World Cup, Ronaldo's last World Cup, Benzema's last World Cup. Damn, man. The legends are slowly but slowly fading away into darkness and making space for the younger talents, which I'm also very excited about. But man, football is going to be so weird eventually, like having no Messi, no Ronaldo, no Benzema, no Luka Modric. It's going to be very, very crazy, man. They're going to have more talented players going to replace them eventually. I mean, look at players that are replacing Sergio Busquets, Iniesta. There are so many players. Oh man, actually that is not true. There are a lot of players that I can never compare to Iniesta and Xavi. Oh man, what a players those were. I used to love watching Barcelona as well. They had such a good team. Fuck. I remember 2014. Was it 2012 or 2013? 2012. Bayern against Barcelona. God damn. That was... Oh my god. What a team that was. But Arjen Robben, Ribéry. I actually think we had Lewandowski... Or maybe we didn't have... No, we didn't have Lewandowski. We only got him in 2015. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. And yet again... Vamos to Argentina, I suppose. I gotta say something about it because Lisandro Martinez, United player, plays for us. So I'm partially happy for him, but I'm also gonna say something very quickly. I would love Emiliano Martinez at Man United. I know a lot of you may be like, oh no, but he's so good playing mind tricks, and I think he's an all-round very, very good goalkeeper. He's got that spirit in him. He's 30 years, so he's actually quite old, some would say, but regardless, I hope you enjoyed it.